Hello people, my name is Ben and this is Go Home Dinosaurs. I'm not sure where their home is, but these chipmunk things, squirrels, whatever they are going to try and send them there. And this is developed by Firehose Games, who are known for teaming up with Harmonix for things like Dance Central and Rock Band Blitz. They've also created something like Slammers, some other game that's just recently been released on Steam as well as this. So there's that. I might cover that at a later date as well. And they're also working on bringing Missplosion Man to the PC, which I'm also quite excited for. About time one of those games came to PC. So they've worked with a lot of companies on things, well, 2 companies on things, but they only seem to have 2 games of their own, 2 real games at any rate. So let's see what this is like. It's a tower defense game, and because of its really simple style, you're not going to really find many settings. It's a shame that you can't toggle the individual sounds, the audio and such. That's a shame. But you can have full screen and windowed, and resolution can also be changed, so that's kind of nice. And also credits. So yeah, it's also got some quite nice music. I like it, at least for the title. So let's have a look at the intro to give you a sense of the deep story we have here. There are dinosaurs for some reason, and then moles they might be actually. Never mind. Crap. Yeah, they're probably moles. I don't know, they burrow underground. But you gotta defend the barbecue, because that's important. So, as you can see, I've completed 13 of these levels. I've got gold on almost every one of them. If I tried again, I probably could do that. But it's got that whole... oh, and that. It's got that whole Angry Birds sort of thing of, you know, do your very best on each level, which gives it some more replay value. And it gets surprisingly difficult pretty quickly, which is why I've not got a gold on every single one of them. So, I'll give you an idea of the basics. So it is tower defense, and at the start, much like Plants vs Zombies, you choose what cards you want, what units you want to take out. Except with this, you choose it, and say if I used that in it and placed the unit down, then that would disappear. So that's why I can take a multiple. I can just fill it up with that if I wanted to. Of course I don't, but I can do that. And they all have different coconut costs, so that's a thing. Let's get one of each, even though it might not be the most strategic actually. Yeah, that should work. That'll be fine. So, to get the coconuts, you just click on them, you go there, and you physically pick them up yourself, which is fairly interesting. That they actually get you to do that, because you yourself can attack. So by doing that, you actually have to move yourself away from things, which is a little bit weird, but it's good. It's unique, which isn't something I really expected from this. It didn't seem like the most unique thing. Had a nice style and everything, but in terms of uniqueness and challenge, it didn't seem like there was going to be much of it. But I've been pleasantly surprised so far with this, which is good. Oh, Dinoplosion, that's a thing. You can probably guess what that is. Oh dear. And there's a bunch of little freaking zergling things. They're so awful. Oh wow. I'm doing terrible on this. This is just awful. So, that's what you get the 3 stake thing for, is because you have 3 opportunities to stop them before you finally die, I guess.
Here we go.
Oh crap, see, and I've got a ton of coconuts over here. You can sort of queue them up, and let's get this guy. So you have an auto-tuned chipmunk, who, I forgot what his name is, but it's brilliant. Really should check that. I'll check that as soon as possible if you didn't already notice it. surprisingly, they have a ton of references to different games and other things. Like, the Ice Chipmunk has, like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger references. It's pretty great. I've left myself with pretty much nowhere to put this one, so that's great. And you can't move your units around when you've finally done them, so... that's bad. Oops. Great. So it's just pointlessly there. Oh, and we finished them. Not very well. Another card as well, that's always good. About time my unit size increased. Let's continue on to the next one. So, because they go along a set path like this, it's all about putting your units in the right place first time, because you can't move them, and choosing which units and what amount of them you want. What is this? Yeah, okay, so they're all gophers, because DJ Go 4. I like it. Dead mouse sort of style thing.
Batteries charged.
And all the rest just don't have really interesting names. So, since this laser fires in a straight line, we can see that there are two straight paths for things to walk on that we can probably fit the laser in. So possibly two of those might serve as well, so let's get two of those. Ice things are always really, really useful. And, I might want two of those to put there and there. And maybe just another one of those for good measure. Yeah, let's try it out. So, collect all the coconuts as fast as you can. These guys are annoying. They're really slow, but damn do they have a lot of health. So let's just make them slower. Why not?
Allow me to break the ice.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad, but it's good. I like that it's there. There's actual, like, personality to this, not just all cartoon sort of stuff, which it could have easily been. Because there's a difference between being really bright and colourful and actually having personality with cartoons and such. Let's put that there. It'd be most useful. Ooh, these guys are getting far. Do not like that. There. Yeah, they will. Freaking huge things will at any rate. So, what makes it interesting and surprisingly difficult is the fact that you have this sort of thing where you can attack yourself and you think that would make it easier, but because you're always rushing around trying to get all these other coconuts, it's pretty difficult. Oh god, that was close. Apologise if my commentary is a little bit different today. I've been ill. Not been the best time ever. And there's a downside for me picking two of those because it takes forever to actually get that up. Get to that amount, depending on how many coconuts are made available. Just need one more and then we should be good. Yes, there. That damn auto-tune. Is that it? Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Okay. So bad. And in some levels you just get a shit ton of coins, and in others you'll get upgrades like we did last time. New units and such. You have to pick them all up with your mouse, which is kind of annoying. Oh. Far too happy. I don't know if I'm the right audience for this game.
Buy what you want.
To be honest,
the mustache wax is not for sale.
Let's go back and see what else he has to say. He has different quotes each time, and
You know,
if we stayed in there,
many names in my day, but mainly folk call me Shoppy.
and he will spout new quotes. And that's the one I was looking for. See, different references like that, which I really wasn't expecting. So you have different power-ups like Splody Barrel, which I like. But things like this are like a limited time use thing. It's just straight away but they do take up a card slot, and it's just a one-off, so most of the time I try not to use them.
Mainly folk call me Shoppy.
But you have a lot of these other things, different skins, which is kind of nice, things to work towards, chefs and such, zombies, and then all the way at the end, Dapper Digger, which I quite like. Veggie mode as well, making fun of vegetarians, it's nice. So you defend carrots and such, which are far more boring. What do we have on this level? Let's see. This is very simple. As you can see, lasers are not going to be used anywhere, because why would you when they can only take up one block? They shoot in a straight line always, and there you can see what things are going to come up. Oh god. Oh. So what will we do? I think things like this are probably going to be useful, along with things like that. Probably get a couple of those for there and there. That might be good, yeah. And what else? Maybe a couple of those. Get another one of those, yeah. I just feel like these are much more important. So because you're always collecting things and then putting things down, it's kind of rare that you'll just be stationary, which is good. There are far too many tower defense games where you are just staying in one place, and towards the end of some of these where you've spent all your cards, you really won't be doing all that much. But it has more interaction than quite a few, and that's the thing with tower defense games these days, is that you can't do a lot that's not already been done. So what do you do to make your game different? You can't do too much. But one of the main things people have done and realised ever since at least Plants vs Zombies and stuff like Defense Grid The Awakening is that you can constantly be doing something. It's a very good thing. Let's do that. Ooh, some really bad ones. No! No. Okay, luckily they've given us a ton of normal soldier things. No! Oh, that was close. They can be annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But at least the first time that you hear many of the quotes, it's pretty funny. It's just nice to see. Okay. There's not much to say, like once you get past the basic concept there's not much more. Yes, they keep adding in units and new cards and stuff like that, and that keeps the game fresh. And it's, yeah, sure, it's a fun little game, but it definitely feels something suited towards the iPhone, iPad, as you can see, because all you have to use is the mouse, so it just kind of feels weird that it's even on here, even on PC. Yeah, it seems to be on PC first, so it's surprising. It's a fun little game, and if you really like tower defense games, then you're probably going to like this. It does a good job of keeping you active and presents some new things, such as you yourself being a character, not just a god over everything placing units down. You actually do things yourself, which is really cool. Well, that's kind of awesome. Speaking of awesome, I like how that's a button. Well done. Kawaii gophers. Yeah. Let's see what happens. This is probably a really bad idea. But screw it. It's probably the last thing we're going to do. Because there's not much to be said about the game. You know if you want it already, and I think that people would want it a lot more if they were on Oh. This is kind of pointless, isn't it? We're just going to have a load of these guys and this is all that's going to happen. Wonderful. Nice. Oh god. Nice. See, more like references to even horror films and really mature games that are just so far away from anything like this that it's really unreal to see them even being referenced in here. But it's good. You kind of know that some adults are probably going to play the game, some young and old adults, whatever. Probably going to do it, so why not throw in something for them. Oh, and I'm going to lose, but it doesn't matter, because I don't care. There we go. It's only a matter of time. They sure are. Okay, so with the build stuff that I've got, it's not the most exciting game in the world, but of course, only idiots will use this sort of build. Other than that, it's a fun little game. Not much to be said about it, really. It's cool. If it ever comes to iPhone or iPad, I would be like, yeah, definitely pick it up. It's really fun. Because of it being on PC, I'm like, do you really want to spend your money on this rather than a different PC game? And it's just, why would you play this on your PC in your free time when you could be playing something else if you have access to your PC? It's just very odd that it would even be here. However, as it is, it's a good game. I can't say there's anything wrong with it, because for a tower defense, there's not much you can do. And they've worked with what they've got. They've brought some new stuff to the table, and it's got some nice character to it. So, you know, I'd say give it a shot if you are interested. And without question, if it comes to the iPhone or iPad. Let's get to the end of the most boring level in existence. Because I made it that way, just to be clear. I apologise. Because this is awful. Game itself isn't though, so check out Go Home Dinosaurs. Fun little game. You might get a laugh out of it and enjoy it, and it probably only gets better as tower defense games tend to do, and more hectic. It does get surprisingly hectic, and it's not the easiest game. Not sure how many levels there actually are. Like, surely there's more than 20 levels. This is World 1, so obviously, yeah. But, you know, 20 levels in World 1, don't know how many worlds there are. It's probably a decent amount. So, it's good, I like it. And if you think it looks fun, then link is in the description. But look out for it coming to Android or Apple devices, because that would be a perfect fit for this game. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.